Okay.
The United States is known as a melting pot of cultures from around the world. People come here for freedom, and that's what we were known for, and that's why people came here hundreds of years ago, was to get religious freedom and freedom from their countries that they came from. People in the United States believe that we should have a singular language, use English as our official language for the United States. And there are some benefits to having English as our official language, but it only causes more problems. For the United States, an official language would cause more problems because of how we were founded. It would cause discrimination throughout our country, and it also stop people from trying to be bilingual, which has a lot of benefits to it. So starting in the past, we were founded as a country on people coming together through differences and, loving each other and respecting each other based off of not where you came from, but what you can contribute to our society as the United States. We're very diverse. Even like back then, we were very diverse. Most of our ancestors came from, Dutch, German, Irish, Scottish, and as you can see, 44.1% were Dutch, 9.2% were German, and 87% were, from the English area. That's a significant amount of, just diversity coming to the United States. So it's not like we were founded on, just white Americans. We were founded for freedom for all. So people, even in our Constitution, it says that you should, it doesn't say that we have a singular language that we have to use. It's freedom for everybody to speak their own language, freedom for all, freedom of speech. So it's also, again, it's not in the Constitution. So it's something that wasn't important enough at the time to put in the Constitution. So why is it important enough now to start putting it into the Constitution? So the next is discrimination. Discrimination is, it just makes it harder for people that don't know English to actually come to America and live a successful life. So a lot of people immigrate here to, again, get a better life. America's known for, the American dream, having whatever, as hard as you can work, you can get those rewards later. So if you had a singular language, it pushes those people further back, where they might have learned it, but now that there's one language for the official language, it makes it just that much harder. People that come from other countries make 17% less than people that were from this country. So again, if there's a singular language that is throughout the United States, then people can discriminate even more because they know that you don't speak English, and again, you make less because of that. These were from WordPress, this data. Also, there's a really big problem with ESL. So even when you come into the United States, a lot of people can't afford these classes. So that also discriminates against these people. And even if there aren't classes, even if they can't afford the classes, then there's not enough of them. In LA, they have a shortage where every year they have to tell 40,000 people that they can't take the classes, even though they signed up for it, but they just can't accommodate for that. So it just discriminates against these people, not because, they can't even try to learn English because they can't get into the classes. And lastly, being bilingual has a lot of benefits to it. There's studies that say that, people that are bilingual have higher brain functions longer throughout their life. And as you can see from this data from BBC, that 75% of the world is bilingual. So it's a very large percentage of the world that speaks another language on top of their language that they already have. Again, it has health benefits for the brain, better problem solving and better multitasking that studies have shown. And also, it helps with business as well. Business is international, and if you know more language, you could do more international business with China and with, Spanish-speaking countries. So there's only benefits of being bilingual and knowing a second language, not just having one language that you know. In conclusion, having a single language only has a few benefits that, could help the United States, but overall, having English as the official language only causes more problems because you don't get to, most people won't try to be bilingual, which has its benefits. It causes discrimination, and it also is not where we came from. This is not how we were founded as a country. So going from something that we weren't supposed to do when we were founded to something that we want to do now doesn't benefit our country. Thank you.